Kevin Samuels also proved that no one can have it all. Someone would look at him and say he had the followers, the subscribers, the money, the lifestyle, the penthouse, the travel, the women. He dressed like he was all that. Tom Ford suits. He smelled amazing. I would assume with all the fragrances that he was sponsored by, he had everything. Shopping for fancy cars. He drove a BMW. He lived in Buckhead, Atlanta. He had everything. He had access to celebrities, Nicki Minaj and Cam Newton. He had access. He mingled with all the celebrities and the elites. What failed him? His health. His reputation. A lot of men are trying to uphold, a lot of men and women are trying to uphold his reputation. But you can't have everything. The price for everything, all those other things in the beginning I mentioned, the fame, the money, the success, the followers, was his name, his health. Something took a toll because he prioritized these other things. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying if you choose to pursue something else will be ignored. If you choose to give this one person attention, someone worthy of that attention goes ignored. They're unworthy. You give them attention, you give them quality time. Someone worthy gets ignored. No one can have it all. And many people die trying to. Many people die losing everything, trying to have it all. They'll lose their 80% trying to get that last 20. It's unfortunate. Health cannot be bought with not fame. You can't buy it with fame, money. And you see people trying. Rich people, they're unhappy. How is that possible? Gary Vee preaches gratitude and preaches, generosity and kindness, and he lives it. Seemingly divorced. Not Gary Vee. Richest man in the world. Money couldn't buy a marriage. Divorced. Some will call him high value man. Whatever, cool. Divorced. Jordan Peterson, intellect, clinical psychologist, professor, doctor, deals with anxiety, medication, gets admitted into an inpatient facility. What the hell? He has all that knowledge, all these years and just internships and studying the human mind, and he couldn't help himself. Clinical psychologist could not help himself. The funniest men on the planet killing themselves. Robin Williams. You couldn't make yourself laugh? How is that possible? What are you supposed to do? No one can have it all. No one can have it all. And we all try. We all pursue it. We all chase it. If I had just one, I often, and this is a moment of vulnerability, I often look at other people's channels growing faster than mine, blowing up. I'm like, what? I just wish I could get 1,000 views per video in the first day. That's all I want. Keep it at 100 right now. That's all I want right now. Like my goal for this channel, I want 1,000 views per video in the first day. That's all I want. It's a nice round number. But I'm also reminded of the time when all I wanted was 1,000 subscribers. And I'm like, bro, if I could just get monetized, that's all. I just want to be monetized, bro. That's all I want. And now I have those things. And now I'm grateful I'm monetized. I'm grateful I got the 12,000 subscribers. But now I want that other, if I just get that other thing over there. One day I'll have that. Or maybe not. But the point is, I can't allow that to dictate my daily contentment, my daily happiness. I'll be miserable if all I measured my life by was what I didn't have. And I'm starting to realize that the most money I've ever had in my checking account, $14,000. The most I ever had in one sitting. I'm looking at check my account, 14 G's just sitting there. And I was deployed. I couldn't go spend it the way I had to order on Amazon, and I had to wait a week or two to get the item that I ordered. I couldn't take leave. I was deployed. Most I ever had in my checking account, I was deployed. I'm like, I got the money, now I wish I had the time to go spend it. Now I have more time, less money. Kevin Samuels constantly talking about there's trade-offs. You don't settle, you barter. You try your best. But you're gonna realize if I pursue this, that means I can't pursue that. Not in every case, but in most cases, if I pursue going right, I can't go left. If I go up, I can't go down. Focus is choosing what you're not going to focus on. Focus is choosing what you're going to ignore indirectly. If I choose to focus on this live stream, I can't focus on cooking a steak. I can't do it. We're seeing how Kevin Samuels, with the height of fame, the height of attention, the height of, just go look at his super chats. They just rolling in 500, 200, 1,000, 300, 250, one, just flows nonstop. The entire show. I'm like, where's all that money going? Good Lord, bruh. Millionaires, athletes, 20 million a year, 30 million a year, 50 million a year. And yet they're all missing that one thing they wish they could have. That's what we're all chasing. It's peace. It's peace. Heart attack can be caused by so many different things. But one thing I know most people are in search of, most humans are in search of, is contentment and peace. We all want to be loved. We all want to feel loved. They're not the same. We all want that one thing. We're just we're so close. We're so close. I told my boy the other day, living in Florida is starting to become normal. Palm trees are not having the same effect as they used to. I used to see palm trees and just immediately think of certain playlists in my phone and just the smell of the ocean. And it's been about 3 months and it's starting to become normal. I don't go to the ocean every single day like I used to. It's becoming normal. I have access to it all the time now. It's not the same. I remember when I used to pray, if I could just make it to the Air Force, and then you start hating the Air Force once you're in. I'm like, if I could just get civilian again. Because humans are by design, we learn to adapt to our environment. We learn to adapt to our situation. When you have money, I wish I was kind of on the grind a little bit trying to get the money again. We don't have the money. We're on the grind trying to get the money, and I wish I could just have the money. I wish I had the viewership. Right now, I don't have the viewership. I'm learning to just enjoy the 5 people that are watching. Just enjoy the process, because one day I'll probably have what I want, and I'll think about those times when I wish I could just go live and nobody screen recorded my stuff and just kind of repost. One day, who knows? But we're all constantly just in search of that one thing we don't have. It's not healthy. It's not sustainable. You play Grand Theft Auto long enough, you're gonna have all the money, you're gonna have all the cars, you're gonna have all the houses, you're gonna have all the fancy toys, and you're gonna. The game is boring now. The game's boring now. At some point, people that have access to travel anytime they want, they just want to be at home. I'm tired of traveling. I'm tired of just constantly being in airports. I'm tired of fueling up this plane, maintenance, paying pilots, maintaining a crew. I'm tired. I just want peace. You got billions. You're tired of I'm just tired of dealing with lawsuits. when I made staff, I'm tired of dealing with airmen. I miss the days when I could just be an airman and blame my supervisor for everything. Now I'm the supervisor, and people are blaming me for everything. I wish I could go back to just being an airman. It's a nonstop cycle until you're able to take the red pill, wake up for a second, and realize maybe what I have right now is enough. Maybe I don't need the next iPhone because the next iPhone will eventually feel like it's slow. It will eventually feel old. Maybe I don't need to constantly upgrade every 2 minutes. A Lamborghini will eventually get old because it becomes your new floor. It becomes normal. And you're going to constantly be trading up, trying to get something better. Marriages, it gets boring at some point. The baddest woman you've ever had sex with, at some point, she becomes annoying. She becomes a thorn in your flesh. But why are you calling me? Why are you texting me? Leave me alone. I just want some peace. The guy that you thought was so manly and so masculine and so toxic, and he was perfect. Eventually, you start seeing his quirks. Eventually, you get tired of him. Eventually, you know what? I just want to be back on the market again. We're conditioned that way. The greatest TikTok in the world, you can only watch it about 4, 5, 6 times before, all right, I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready for the next one. My favorite subscribers, or my favorite YouTubers that I watch, after a while, you get tired of them. And I want to watch somebody else now. I haven't watched Timcast in a minute. I used to watch it all the time. I have videos of Kevin Samuels downloaded on my phone from months ago that I was supposed to watch. I got close to 500 videos downloaded on my phone that I still got to watch. I haven't watched it because at some point you get tired of listening to Kevin Samuels. At some point you get tired of listening to your favorite YouTuber, your favorite podcast. You get tired of it. That's how it works. So yeah, contentment, peace is something that we're all going to have to grow into in terms of learning what we should be pursuing. What you need versus what you want. Your needs should take priority over what you want. Constantly chasing the wants, you realize eventually you're going to have it, and your needs went unaddressed. And there might be only a certain time span when I can pursue my needs. You can get all your wants in a day. But what happens when your needs can only be gotten in your 20s? And you've been pursuing your wants your entire life. You realize, all right, I have my wants now. Now, how do I get my needs? Oh, well, yeah, there was a time period where you were only allowed to get your needs during these years. Your energy changes as you grow older. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. When I was 23, 24, I could pop up at 2:30 a.m. every single day, no issues. Black coffee sitting next to my bed. I just drink it blindly and just pop out of the bed, go to the gym. I move a lot slower these days. And I'm only 29. Your body moves differently. Your knees start making noises. Your back, it doesn't move the same. Trust me. Your speed, your explosiveness. I used to be able to dunk. I get up a lot slower these days, mainly due to my appreciation of gravity with my increased weight. It's different. It's different. Over time, you're going to grow appreciation for youth. And we still have it. Most of us watching this right now, the 6 of us, talking to each other more or less, enjoy your youth. Even if you're 50, enjoy your youth, because one day you're going to look back and say, I remember when I was 29, bro, doing live streams, bro, drinking black coffee, about to go to the gym. I remember them days.